In 1926, China was governed by hostile warlords which fought for control. Zhang and his Fengtian clique in the north were the most powerful at this point. He had took Beijing from the Christian warlord Feng Yuxiang, but Feng still ruled over Inner Mongolian and Henan. And central China was governed by the Zhili clique, however power had been split between Wu Peifu and Sun Chuanfang. Otherwise Yang Xishan controlled Shaanxi, the Muslim Ma clique dominated the west, Yang Zengxin ruled in Xinjiang, and 5 warlords continued to fight for control of Sichuan and the surrounding region. The KMT however controlled the south, and they were opposed to the warlords, but they were allied with nearby warlords like Tang Jiyao from the Yunnan clique and their new ally Li Zongren. Li had gained power in Guangxi, which had been semi-lawless since the Guangdong-Guangxi War of 1921. The KMT was initially led by Sun Yat-Sen, and its armies were largely trained and supplied by the Soviet Union. In exchange, the KMT formed an alliance with the Chinese Communist Party. But when Sun died in 1925, Tang Jiyao tried to take power during the Yunnan-Guangxi War. Li Zongren helped crush Tang, but the Yunnan province fell under the control of a new warlord, Long Yun. Otherwise, a politician, Wang took control of the KMT, but he was quickly ousted in a coup led by General Chiang Kai Shek. As a nationalist hoping to remove foreign influence from China, he launched the Northern Expedition with over 100,000 men in 1926. Many Chinese were already angry with the warlord's corrupt rule and constant wars, and were sympathetic to the KMT's nationalist message, especially after police in the foreign settlements in Shanghai shot protesters in 1925. So thousands joined the KMT as they defeated the Zhili clique and captured Nanjing by March 1927. But the KMT massacred foreigners within Nanjing, and Chiang feared foreign intervention could jeopardize his campaign. So, as an anti-communist himself, he blamed the communists for this and began to purge them from his party, even massacring them in Shanghai. This started the Chinese Civil War, and because many in the KMT were socialists, it divided the party. Wang Jingwei took control of the leftist KMT members and formed a rival government in Wuhan. But Chiang quickly crushed this rival government and continued north. Chiang, however, had lost the support of the Soviet Union, and en route tensions with the Japanese rose. Japanese troops moved into Yunnan to protect their concessions in Shandong. But the warlords weren't able to stop Chiang's well-trained army, so many like Yang Xishan, the Ma clique, Long Yung, and Fen Yuxiang just decided to join Chiang as he took Beijing in 1928. The Japanese were angry with Zhang for allowing the KMT to seize Beijing, so had him assassinated. His son Zhang Xueliang took over Manchuria, but he didn't align himself with the Japanese, and instead decided to make peace with Chiang, effectively uniting most of China in late 1928. But the KMT had very little control over most of China, as warlords still governed their provinces virtually independently. In Manchuria, Zhang unsuccessfully tried to claim back control of the railways from the Soviets, and the Muslim Ma clique had been trying to crush Tibetan revolts in Qinghai, while the KMT were aiding Muslims and Mongols to rise up against their new allies, Yang Xishan and Feng Yuxiang. This and Chiang's attempts to reduce provincial power caused new cliques to emerge. Li Zongren was the first to break away from Chiang. He returned to Guangxi in 1929 and formed an anti-Chiang alliance with Wang Jingwei, Feng Yuxiang, and Yang Xishan. This led to the outbreak of the Central Plains War in 1930. Initially Chiang was surrounded, but he managed to hold off attacks for a couple of months. Then Zhang entered the war on the side of Chiang, and his Manchurian army saved Chiang and kept him in power. However, hundreds of thousands were killed during the war, and the region's infrastructure was devastated. So with a weak army and an almost bankrupt economy, Chiang continued to suffer from dissension and disunity. For instance, he was unable to challenge the communists efficiently, and they set up a Soviet in Jiangxi. And within the traditionally socialist KMT, new fascist cliques like the Blue Shirt Society began to emerge. Otherwise, the Tibetans under the 13th Dalai Lama unsuccessfully tried to reclaim land in Qinghai during the Sino-Tibetan War, and in the far west, Shuren became the new governor of Xinjiang, and his invasion of the autonomous Kumul Khanate started the Xinjiang Wars, which saw the Soviet Union invade the region. Plus in 1931, Chiang arrested Hanmin, a political opponent, when drawing up the constitution. Although he was released, Hu allied himself with the new Guangxi clique and the ruler of Guangdong, Jitang, and tried to get Chiang to resign. Meanwhile, Yan Xishan was able to return as ruler of Shaanxi. This almost started another civil war, but in September 1931 the Japanese blew up a section of their own railway lines in Manchuria, and used this as a cause to invade the region.